The time has come for me to lay down my weapons. Have you heard that one before? I'm sure you have. Feels like I'm talking just to talk, feeling bad just to feel bad. But it's up to me what kind of love I bring. I said it's up to me what kind of song I sing. I could set this poor heart free, but it's up to me. The heat is on, too many cooks in that kitchen. Have you felt like that before? I'm sure you have. It seems like I'm lying to myself, seeing things through strange eyes. But it's up to me what kind of love I bring. I said it's up to me what kind of song I sing. I could set this poor heart free. I could sink it all in the sea, but it's up to me. I said it's up to me. That's right, it's up to me. Up to me. Hey everyone. Okay, I think that button turns the reverb off. Hi, YouTube community and internet at large, and welcome to Live for Fun 7. That's right, number 7. It's the 7th time I've decided at the very last minute to turn on my camera and just play some songs because I like checking in. I've got my computer over here, so I'm going to be kind of like transitioning between the camera and the computer. I can see what you're saying, so I'll be sort of reading your comments as well and responding. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to see everything, not going to be able to respond to everything and answer all questions and take all requests, but I will do my best to check in when I can. So welcome. Hopefully we have a fun hour just kind of hanging out. Oh, and one more thing. My internet has been a little bit weird recently. So if it freezes, it's probably just that. Either give it a second or just refresh your browser and we should be back in business. I wasn't ready for New York town, a wrinkled suit in the underground, doe-eyed boy with his head hung down. I wasn't ready for New York town. I wasn't built for no assembly line, stare at a screen and clock my time. It's a temple full of money, no God inside. I wasn't built for no assembly line. Well, working and a picking and a singing ain't got me far yet. I ain't left this bar yet. It's 1:45. I'm wondering if I ever should have even left Charlotte. Sure ain't no star yet. Maybe it's me. I don't believe in no dating scene. See which girls swipe on me and lie about what I like on TV. I don't believe in no dating scene. And I wouldn't raise a no fair weather friends that disappear till we dance again, then whiskey till we got the bends. I wouldn't raise a no fair weather friends. Well, working and a picking and a singing ain't got me far yet. Ain't left this bar yet. It's 2:45. I'm wondering if I ever should have even left Charlotte. Sure ain't no star yet. Hell, maybe it's me. I wasn't ready for New York town, so hand me down my homemade crown. Let's drink around to this part-time king and full-time clown. But I'll have the last laugh in New York town. Well, working and a picking and a singing ain't got me far yet. I ain't left this bar yet, and it's 4:45. But there's no time now to head on back to Charlotte. Won't sell my guitar yet. Believe maybe there's more. Woo! Thanks. I'm pretending I can hear your clapping as if we were all in the room together. That's something we gotta do during live streams. Okay, let me see what's everybody saying here. FCJCAN has sent. Wow, that's very generous. Thank you. There's a super chats feature where if you so desire you can send like a little tip money, like a tip jar, and a comment or song request or something like that. So I really appreciate that. Thanks for checking in. Oops. There we go. We're back. Mark says, please come back to DC. I'm going to have to do that. Okay. So the request there was Flower in the City. Haven't played that in a while, but let me see what I can do. Do. And then while I'm just getting in position for this, Aaron Davis says, Carson, what did you think of Raina's excellent original song Roswell, and do you write songs while on the road? I loved it. That is exactly my kind of song. I love little like funny story songs, and I also love stories about aliens and the supernatural and maybe some horror undertones. So I personally loved it, and I think I saw that the city of Roswell shared it on Facebook, which is also great. And yeah, I do write songs on the road. I don't know if I finished a single one while I was on tour with the other favorites and Raina Del Cid this past time around. But I do, and I find that more often I guess I don't write as much on the road, but I do come up with ideas and sort of have inspiring moments and interactions with people that end up like making their way into songs. Okay, so we had a request for Flower in the City, and I'm going to make that happen. Ian and Suzanne, thank you both very much. I've seen you both here before, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. You are a flower in the city, growing up subway tracks. Each day I wish that I could take you with me and put you in my finest vase of glass. If you stared at me for hours, I'd be happy. If you blessed my life with sweetness, I'd stay sane. But to pick a flower, that's to pick its day of dying. So I won't play God, and you remain. Smiling down upon my sleepless face. How I wish that Oh, wait, what are the words of my own song? One night I pulled you down and we went walking through the empty streets alone in our embrace. I could hold you here forever in this silence, where your light would shine for no one else but me. But to steal the moon, I'm forgetting all my own words today. Steal the moon, that's to doom the world to darkness. So I won't play God, and you remain. You are a flower in the city, growing through the concrete by yourself. Oh, how I wish that I could take you with me, but you can't grow in a prison on my shelf. No, you can't grow in a prison on my shelf. Thanks, and thanks for that request. I saw another one in there for Have Mercy, which I figured I might as well just get to. I saw somebody mention the camera. This stream, it's still 720p, but I finally got a new computer, which I've been meaning to do for a very long time. I've been doing all my music stuff, all my recording, all my video making on a MacBook Air from a couple of years ago. And for some basic stuff, it worked just fine. But for more intense video projects and for things like this, where like a camera and an interface and a bunch of stuff need to be running at the same time, it just wouldn't cut it. So now that I have a new desktop with a little horsepower, I have found a way to hook my nice camera up to it so that when we do live streams, it doesn't look like I'm filming it on like a potato, and you can get something that's a little bit more similar to, you know, like what you would be used to in my videos. Graham, hey, what's going on? Or actually, wave at the camera. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. And there's Kathy McKee. That's my mom. We got my mom in the chat. Always very supported by my parents and family, and I'm happy to have them here listening along. Okay. Have mercy. You know, I haven't now that Josh and I have been off the road for a little bit, I haven't played like a show type thing, live stream. Basically, I haven't played any stream of songs in like back to back in a while, so I'm gonna make some mistakes, but that's gonna be okay. Have mercy on me, denied myself the treatment I need, and it's more than just loving. I need to learn to love myself. Have pity on me, declared myself a grown man at 23, but I was just a baby on my mama's bended knee. When I fall behind, then I can see that you keep coming back for me. I need you to have pity, have mercy. Now I've spent several days in bed, feeling sorry for this life I've led, but I am learning to accept that instead I'm surrounded by folks that love me. Have patience with me. I mean well, but that don't mean that I have not hurt you. In my silence and my grief, when I fall behind, then I can see that you keep coming back for me. Have patience, have pity, have mercy. When I fall behind, then I can see that you keep coming back for me. Have patience, have pity, have mercy. Thank you. Unreverb myself there. Oh. I turned the AC off for this stream, which might end up being a mistake since it was a 90-degree day here in New York City, but thankfully my AC is very strong and the vents like blow kind of heavy, and I was doing some tests, and you could hear the like cool breeze going on my microphone, so I had to I had to turn it off. But because of that, my guitar is going to go like slightly out of tune the whole show. Stan Cook, my uncle, checking in from Roseville. Thank you. Stereo Master says you look like Buddy Holly. Thank you. Also a Weezer song that I have never covered. Probably won't cover, but who knows. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back through the comments a little bit. Songwriting is incredible. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you listening over the years. Ooh, somebody requested 1952 Vincent Black Lightning. That's tough. I might do it. I might be able to do it, but it's hard without Josh. The banjo is such like a defining part of that song for me, or at least our arrangement. But I do appreciate you putting in a good word for that. And Tom, thanks so much for sending that along. I appreciate it. Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah, so somebody asked if I wrote songs often on the road, and my answer was like sometimes yes, but often just being on the road kind of gives me ideas and gives me inspiration for writing when I get home. And when I got back from tour this time around, which was in early April, it's almost been 2 months. But when I got back from tour this time around, I felt like I had some songs in my head. I mean, really, I just feel like I had been processing a lot in terms of being on the road for the first time in 3 years, being away from friends, family, loved ones, not being in one place as I had become very accustomed to being. And so, yeah, I was just sort of thinking through a lot of stuff, and I decided to try to be a little bit more purposeful about using songwriting as a means to explore, just kind of whatever I'm going through. And so I was thinking about some of my relationships, some of the people I missed, and this song came out. I've never performed it before. I've just done a video, so let's see what we got. Hey, my another uncle of mine, Craig. Hey, Craig, how's it going? Thanks for sending that along, and thanks for being here. I'll try not to cry. I've been meaning to tell you I'm just not so good with my words. You sang me your songs, wrote me your letters. What have I done in return? By your tender hand I've blossomed when I thought myself less than a weed. So now I must know, humbly, meekly, what do you need from me? Kind of messed up my own chords there. Here, let's try that again. So now I must know, humbly, meekly, what do you need from me? Unclench my hands, retrace my footsteps. What is this spell that I hear? Calling me home, rocking me sweetly. Is it your voice in my ear? By your sheer will I'm standing, though I felt I had no right to be. So now I must know, humbly, meekly, what do you need from me? What do you need from me? What do you need from me? Did that whole thing without reverb, but Thanks. Merz Official says, longtime fan. Thanks, Carson. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Brian, appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And Donovan. Ooh, Donovan requests Ain't Our Home. I would love to play that song, but it has been so long since I've played it that I don't really remember it at all, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. It is a good one though. I need to work it up. I need to rework it up. I've been thinking about that one. I've been watching some horror films recently and kind of makes that song pop back into my head. Joe and Jim, thank you so much. I really appreciate the support and all the kind words. Not a day goes by where I don't feel very lucky for what I'm able to do, and not only the fact that I get to sort of pursue my passion for a living, but also that I have a platform to bring any amount of positivity to all of you. It's just so cool that I can fire up YouTube Live and then suddenly we're all hanging out together and everyone's having a good time, and just feels cool to be able to have that kind of platform and influence. And I wouldn't have those things if it weren't for you all. So I recently did a cover of Bob Dylan's Forever Young. It's one of those where I put it up and I haven't played it since then. So I'm gonna see what I can do here. I pulled up the lyrics. You'll have to forgive my lyric reading. But I'm gonna try to play it for you. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and have others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth. See the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous. Stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a firm foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung, and may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. All right. Oh, somebody asked if Skylar would show up. Alas, Skylar is at work. But I do intend to get Skylar out here for another live stream at some point soon. That one that he popped in on was so much fun. And yeah, it's just cool to play with him and to be able to break a show up like that. Thanks. Good comment, man. Good to see you again. Long time no see. Well, long time no talk, I guess. Killer tone on both guitar and vocals. Thank you. I'm just using this one mic for all you gear fans and aficionados out there. Yeah, my setup right now is this one mic, which is the Warm Audio WA14. It is their Warm Audio like vintage 414. It's their like AKG 414 copy, and it's running through an Art Pro Audio tube MPC preamp, which has a tube in it, which is great for saturation, and which also has an opto compressor built in. So I'm getting a little bit of compression before it's hitting my audio interface and into my computer, and that's how I'm getting these magic tones. But yeah, just mono. I'm keeping it simple. Leighton and cool old Luke, thank you so much. Leighton asked if I could do some Johnny Cash. Yeah, I can do some Johnny Cash. Let me see what I can whip up for you really quick once I get in tune. Johnny Cash. Okay. At my door the leaves are falling, a cold wild wind will come, sweethearts walk by together, and I still miss someone. I go out on a party, looking for a little fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. No, I never got over those blue eyes, I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. I go out on a party, looking for a little fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone. I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. No, I never got over those blue eyes, I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there, when all the love was there, when all the love was there. There you go. Oops. Sorry about the camera stops there. It's I'm not used to using this, so it's a little bit of a new experience, but we'll get there. We'll get to the finish line. Martin says thanks for all the great music. Thank you, Martin. Thanks for listening. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that I'd been writing a little bit more, just sort of just to reflect and meditate and process through everything, really. I mean, my experience on tour, the past 3 years and all the challenges that they brought, and my own sort of anxiety and mental health journey. There's a lot of thoughts going on in this old noodle, and I've never really been good about journaling or like keeping any sort of record like that, or like vlogging or whatever, but I think it's a really good idea to try to just put down what you're thinking about, especially if it's something that you're kind of like not even struggling with, but just sort of trying to figure out. And so I've been trying to do that through song a little bit because I like writing, and I often find that I write faster than my brain thinks, if that makes any sense. I will I'll be writing, and this has kind of happened with a lot of sort of other favorites in Carson McKee songs that I've ended up really liking is I'll be writing, and it's almost like my brain is playing kind of like a free association game, you know, where I'll come up with a phrase and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good, and it'll be married to kind of a melody or a chord progression, and I'm like, oh, sweet, okay, I like the way this sounds. And then if I'm in a good mental place, my brain kind of takes over and it grabs that idea and it just starts free associating, like, okay, what it's like suddenly I'm like, oh, here's another line that is like a play on that word, and like here's another image that kind of relates to what I was saying, and before I know it, I've like put this whole thing down on a piece of paper, and I play it back, and I love it. It makes sense. But the cool thing is, I used to not really question that process very much. You know, I would just let things come to me and be like, cool, that's how I write. I just have to get in a flow state, blah, blah. But what I realized is that it's almost like the way that your brain works through your day and works through what you've been wondering about or thinking about when you dream. That's kind of what happens when I write songs. Like, I can go back and be like, oh, well, there's a reason that image is there. It's because I was thinking about, like, this thing that this person said to me, or, like, you know, this struggle that I had while I was on tour. Anyway, sorry, I'm in just sort of a rambly mood tonight, but I was thinking a lot about, like, kind of the bigger questions of life. And, I don't know, this sort of came out. There's only right now, it's all held here. The storm is breaking, rain is falling upwards through the sky. Who communes here? All who ever were, and all who ever could be, peeking through the cracks left in the blinds. I'm a thread, let me wrap you up, bleed my colors, share my blood. Everything, but not enough. Everything, but not enough. A story never spun, a punchline never told. Try and circle backwards, move your feet, and round you go. Oklahoma, you've bonded to my bones. I'm hobbled like a workhorse, grazing in the switchgrass by the road. I'm a loose end, let me wrap you up, undo what I have done. Everything, but not enough. Everything, just not enough. Thanks. Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Uh-oh. One sec, guys. I don't know if you can hear me. Oops. Let me see what I can do. Okay. Okay, I'm checking in. Can anyone not hear or see me? Okay, cool. Thanks, friends. Sorry about that. The wonders of modern technology. Let's get back to the music, huh? And oh, it looks like Sunny Smiles, Sunshine. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. I missed it while I was doing tech support for myself, but I appreciate it. Okay. I've been to Vegas, alright. I've lit up the desert behind my taillights, and I've been around enough now to learn it's a strange time to be a stranger. I've got a steam engine mind. Just fire me up and I'll drill through the night. But I've been around enough now to see it pays to be more like John Henry. If you are my brother, I'd put no other before you. You can pillage and plunder the villages through, but what can you fit in your tune besides roses and gloom? I've got a price on my head. You won't be the first one to wish I was dead. I've just been around enough now to choose the bets I ought better to lose. I've got my ancestors' blood. I could follow the footsteps they left in the mud, but I've been around enough now to know you can wash your feet but never your soul. So if you are my brother, I'd put no other before you. You can pillage and plunder the villages through, but what can you fit in your tune besides roses and gloom? Cool. Did somebody say there was a second voice coming through? Is there a weird crosstalk thing happening where you can hear like a radio station? Weird. Okay. Well, cool. Thanks for bearing with me through the technical issues. They sat together in the park as the evening sky grew dark. She looked at him and he felt a spark just tingle to his bones. 'Twas then he felt alone and wished that he'd gone straight and watched out for that simple twist of fate. Walked along by the old canal, a little confused, I remember well, and they stopped into a strange hotel with the neon burning bright. Felt the heat of that night, and it hit 'em like a freight train moving with that simple twist of fate. A saxophone someplace a far off place. She was walking on by the arcade, and a light bust through a beat up shade where he was waking up. She tossed a coin into the cup of a blind man at the gate and forgot about that simple twist of fate. He woke up, the room was bare. He didn't see her anywhere. Told himself he just didn't care. Through the window open wide, felt that emptiness inside, to which he just could not relate. Brought on by a simple twist of fate. He hears the ticking of the clocks, walks along through the city blocks, and he hunts her down by the waterfront docks where the sailors all come in. Maybe she'll pick him out again. How long must he wait? One more time for that simple twist of fate. Some people tell me it's a sin to know and feel too much within. Well, I always felt she was my twin, but I lost the ring. She was born in spring, and I was born too late. I Blame it all on a simple twist of fate. I blame it all on a simple twist of fate. Blame it all on a simple twist of fate. Thank you. Thanks so much. Hello from Japan. We got people from Japan here, Germany, all over the US. That's such a joy. That's so cool. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm going to play, Brazil, Colorado. Got a bunch of people here. Well, I keep having some technical issues here. But it doesn't matter. I've had a great time anyway. And I'm going to play like one or two more songs, and then I'm going to give my poor equipment and Wi-Fi router a break so that they can figure out, whatever soul searching they need to figure out. But regardless, I really appreciate you all being here. I love YouTube Live because you can just sort of pop in, like, regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of what day it is, say hey, play some tunes, chat with people. It's cool to see you comment in real time because I see your comments on my YouTube videos and I always appreciate them. But there's something about them happening one after another like this that makes it feel like really real, like I'm playing for a room full of people who are all talking to me at the same time, and it gives me a more kind of like real world sense of how many people are out there listening. And as I said before, I'm just so grateful to be able to do what I do, and you all are the backbone of that. I wouldn't be able to do that without having folks who would tune into a live stream like this. So really appreciate all of you, and I hope you've had a good night and you'll continue to have a good night. But what am I going to play? What do we got? Let me check my list here. Oh, I got an idea. Let me make sure. 1 second. Okay, I got a good send-off. I'll send you off with a little John Prine. That always feels appropriate. A little humor and a little good old-fashioned human emotion too. John managed to really capture how messy and funny and yet beautiful life is. Here's a song about throwing everything away and moving to the country. She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol. I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. Gave me a peck on the back of the neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and I acted real naive, 'cause I knew that topless lady, she had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the bar room, she did that hoochie coo. She sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. She said, blow up your TV, throw away your papers, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry, about to leave that place. Just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up a TV, threw away our papers, moved to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them all peaches, and they all found Jesus on their own. They all found Jesus on their own. Hard to go wrong with old John Prine. All right, friends, I gotta bounce. But I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody who listened, everybody who sent a little tip, a little super chat, and everybody who engaged with one another in the comments. It's just so cool to be able to have that experience. And I bet you'll see me soon. Now that I've got this new computer and I can run my camera and get a little bit of a better video setup on my live streams, I hope to pop in more often and just say hello. And I've always got new songs like kind of in the pipeline and new covers that I'm working on, so there'll always be new material for me to play for you. But thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, I love you all. Good night.